savage skies and through the fishes in the fields. The rumble of the engines and the trundle of the wheels. Through hell and horror trudging, yet our spirits never yield. Will they sing of these forsaken pawns of war? Hoist the flags, hold the lines, lessons ever lost to time. Now we sing for you, departed pawns of war. My bonny lays afar upon a lonely eider down, while I dream of rats and tar within my burrow in the ground. Infernal gaping scar of boiling mud and thundering sound. They won't sing of this forsaken pawn of war. Hoist the flags, hold the lines, lessons ever lost to time. Now we sing for you, departed pawns of war. Death on the dunes, we feed the deserts. Blood of the empires on the sand. Hoist the flags, hold the lines, lessons ever lost to time. Now we sing for you, departed pawns of war. Hoist the flags, hold the lines, lessons ever lost to time. Now we sing for you, departed pawns of war. Fire on the ocean, reprisal in motion from the quiet awake. The sins of the father are hidden behind her every strike I take.
Dragonshire.
Oh, hi. Welcome to game number 1 between the Psistorm probes and Sexy Mofos. I will mention before anyone says it, yes, I know the Twitch title says Sexy Mofos. It's Twitch. It will not actually let me title it with Mofos. I have to put a space in there or Twitch is like, no. So, that's not on me. Don't blame me. Don't yell at me. So, we do go ahead and have some map bands coming out. We do have Sexy Mofos. No, this is backwards. I always hate this because they're on the wrong side. I had to flip them, but it only flips the portraits. We actually had Psistorm probes getting rid of Brax's Holdout and Towers of Doom. We did go ahead and have Sexy Mofos got rid of Sky Temple and Volskaya, and we are on Darganshire. Darganshire. Hello, everyone. I have a hat. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm gonna wear a hat today. Fight me. So we do go ahead and have, looking at things, we do have Zul'jin and Junkrat being banned out, Tychus and Vala being banned out on the other side. These are correct. Psistorm probes is on that side, and Sexy Mofos are on that side. So we do go ahead and have the Red Rook coming out with Johanna. It is interesting. It's been a very, very long time since I saw, like, all 4 bands be used on DPS. Usually you're trying to get rid of, like, their anchors. You're trying to get rid of their healer or their tank. Like, I do see Vala banned out a decent amount. Like, I'm not gonna say that's rare, but all 4? All 4? Also, my arms are so shrimpy, and then, like, if I'm wailing around, they seem so big. It's weird. My arms vary in size. It's a problem. We do have Stukov and Chromie, the Sand Mage, and the Hush Pedal and the Sand Mage. Ooh, Anduin is coming out with the Varian skin. Or not, Valerian skin, there we go. Best Anduin skin because StarCraft is better than Warcraft, fight me. We do go and have Hanzo coming out, being played by Conflicted. So we are going into the second ban phase. I was going to say we already have the tank and the healer, so I'm not going to be surprised for an offlane pick. And sure enough, we already have a healer. That I would not be surprised if a tank or an offlane here. Possibly yet more DPS, but my god, how many DPS can you ban? For real? I'm sorry, every single time I see your name, I laugh. I love your name so much. They do go and get rid of the tank. They get rid of the Varian. I have lost one of my hoodies. I'm sad. I've still got one of them. Where'd it go? I've still got one of them. But my favorite one is missing, and it makes that ooh, band skin. There we go. Good job. Proud of you. We have Leora coming out. So Johnny is supposedly the best Varian, but Varian has been banned out. Johnny, gotta pick it faster. Twitch chat is giving away your secrets. Actually, Twitch chat is over there.
Victory for the Forsaken is upon us.
So we do go and have Valera and the Dahaka coming out.
Ready to roll out.
Okay. Do you love Raka or do you love Irakov? The correct answer is Raka. Irakov is just difficult to say. If I could go over and take away the Raka account from whoever Russian has it, I would take Raka in a second. I'm actually very seriously considering a legal name change to Alexis Raka last name. I'm not giving away my last name on the internet. Are you crazy? Though granted, Raka's going to be unique enough. You can still find me once I get that done. Oh well. Hammer also picked up. We are going into the game. I will get the predictions up. Get ready, get set, and put your money where your mouth is. All right, coming into game number 1, we do go and have Psistorm probes over on the blue side of the battlefield. Ron is playing the Anduin. Valera is coming in on the Sylvanas. We do have Conflicted playing the Hanzo, and Dehek Dahaka is playing, being played by Stormsword. Down the bottom lane, we do have the Red Rook coming in on Johanna. Meanwhile, on the red side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Johnny B playing the Leoric. Not my favorite Leoric skin. You can be a Janitor or you can be a Space Lord. Why would you be a Viking? Hi, Leoric, we see you. Inside the battlefield, we do go and have Shogun Misa on Sergeant Hammer. We do go and have the Robin Hood. We know that's Throbbin Hood. You're playing Throbbin Hood on Stukov. We do go and have the Trash Mouse on the Chromie. And in the middle, we do have Rogue. Rogue playing a very non-roguey skin, though a legitimate one. I'm Johnny B, and I'm fighting the whole team. I do feel like I'm glad they're rotating down because this hammer is definitely going to out push a Leoric. Leoric can do, or not Leoric, but this group is going to out push the other one for sure. Johnny, oh Johnny B. You guys, you gotta do something about this. I'm sorry. You can't base race. Okay, you do have Sylvanas, which helps, but I still feel like the hammer is going to. I assume that we do at least have the double glare, which will help. You know what? The Sylvanas actually did let them push a little bit faster. That is lower than that. Man, this is quite the out of the front pocket game going through here. Dehek and Dahaka comes down. Neither side actually get their victory, but it looks like Sylvanas is moving in again. Uh-oh, here we go. Valera is definitely like The thing is, if you're going to play Valeera doesn't offer a whole lot that Zeratul doesn't. Valeera's big thing is like, ooh, I can silence you and make it easy for my team to pick up kills. And Zeratul is just like, I can execute you. Like, so Zeratul is, I won't say strictly better, but for the most part, Valeera only takes up the same role Zeratul does, and Zeratul does it better. So you have to have a specific combo thing coming through. Alright, we do go ahead and have some pushing going on. Bottom fort did get taken down, and top as well. And takes a bit of damage, but Storm Sword is moving back. Both sides pick up their giants. Rogue taking a bunch of damage. Sexy Mofo is being pushed back, but it looks like the Muradin will survive. Muradin did take Dwarf Block at level 1, so did not take Third Wind. Therefore, we'll have to wait a little bit longer to get their health back. Almost Storm Sword, but it looks like the Orc will take top back. So no, Dino not becoming a dragon just yet. And also Malby, this is a dinosaur? We clear? You understand? Oh, pick that. A lot of damage onto Rogue as they go ahead and start pushing forward once again. Pushing the Rogue out. Now here's the thing, actually. Psistorm Probes is a little bit better in this, because even though both sides lost a group, this means the 1v1 is happening, and Johnny has an easier time. Whereas down here, the 4v4, there's a slight advantage on the 4v4 side, but you'd rather have that slight advantage, in the lane where your healer is, than in the lane where your offlaner. Because, yeah, like, Storm Sword is just winning, and Johnny has nowhere to go. All dressed up with nowhere to go. Because he can't go and tap. That's not allowed. Storm Sword can absolutely go and tap. Meanwhile, there's a big old brawl happening in the middle. Alright, another fight happening here. Rogue takes a bunch of damage. Oh, but conflicted. Alright, Hush Puddle comes down. Conflicted takes a bunch of damage, but so does Rogue. Rogue is just flirting with danger. I'm in danger.
Hero slain.
Alright, Valeera almost out of there. Valeera not playing Valeera. Are we going to have a Skeledragon? Dragon? Oh, you little jerks! And Dahaka does retake top lane, so no Skelly Dragon. Rogue coming back up here, but Dahaka. Poor Mortimer's like, I just came all the way up here.
Listen and obey.
I already have incredibly cheap viewers. Wait, okay, that mind control went through Chromie. I disagree. Also, that was a little bit late there, Hanzo. I shouldn't be critical. They're much better players than I am. I less than E, except before C. Light Protect, you come by. Lots of damage coming through. Rogue goes ahead and takes after the Moonwell, and that's going to be a kill onto Sylvana Nananas. Here comes Chromie from above, Trash Mouse, going in and saying, guess what, Ron? That's interesting. He went back and stood on the spot. That way it was less predictable where he was going to go. I wonder if that actually makes a difference. But up top, like we were already talking about, the advantage of being the offlaner here. Johnny, Johnny, oh Johnny B, you're trying to kill me. Alright, both sides picking up a bruiser camp, a bruiser camp. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm not sure I agree with the BFG coming out instead of the Napalm Strike. Napalm Strike is a lot more consistent damage, and you can still use it alongside the Time Trap. But hey, you know what? You got a kill. I can't really complain about that. You are down 1 kill, you being the sexy mofos. So we're going to stand in that. Here we have the rest of the team coming down, looking for this. There's the jump in. Nice root from the Anduin. They are moving back. Chromie going ahead and landing this. Lots of damage coming through. It is 4 versus 3 as they go and get out of there. I did hear the mind control come out once again. But we do have Storm Sword here. New York did come mid in order to be a dragon, but they do not control bottom. They're having a hard time because they are outnumbered bottom. Go in, dive down. Oh my gosh, Storm Sword like fighting the world right now. That is the problem. When you go down below, then Hanzo can hit with all the arrows pretty easily, and that is a trippy T. Stukov gonna take his big arm and go home.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
That's a little bit funny taking this camp after you just took the thing, because that camp goes to right here and starts shelling the this with impunity, but you didn't. You wonder where that's not as helpful. Yeah, the BFG no longer does damage to buildings. To be fair, it wasn't inevitable unless the hammer got to like right here and started doing it like bisecting the map that way. Because the shields actually recovered. If you had it going across the whole map that way, the shields would actually recover enough that something else, like the BFG itself, wouldn't get the job done. Yeah, I agree, only because it gave Hammer something kind of interesting that they could do that no other hero could. The hecka? However, okay, there's the BFG coming through. Bop, 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 bop. What is the cooldown on that? Looks like about 70 seconds. That's a lot of damage on a red rook. Help, I'm drunk. I am not drunk. I have not had anything today. I've been a good raka. These things I would say, and I don't mean to criticize the players, because again, they are better players than I am, but I'm pretty consistently seeing Ron use the light bomb, and the light bomb target apparently having no idea it was coming. All right, Dahaka is up top with a decent bit of damage. Ron goes ahead. I'm an Anduin. Yeah, Anduin can't pull himself. Fun fact. Bunch of damage is coming in. Damages is a very official word. Blitz are doing a really good job getting a lot of damage through here. Does look like we have 2 for 2 in terms of keeps. Top keep up for the side of Psistorm probes. Sexy Mofo controlling middle keep. Fort, not keep, my bad. Oh, this will be close. Nope. I could see that Red Rook had gotten onto it, but I knew it would be really close whether that would happen. We do have Murden coming up trying to make the last keep go bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. I wondered if they would do this. They're going to go in and try and like do damage to the keep, but of course the rest of the team did come back to stop that.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Dragon versus dinosaur, battle for all the ages. Oh, lots of damage coming through, and that is the orc just getting absolutely shreked. But you know what? There goes Sylvanas. Sylvanas caught a, like, orbital-sized bullet to the face. Trash mouse, trash mouse. I wonder if I'm surprised the trash mouse doesn't play the rubbish rodent. Though, actually, didn't Junkrat get banned? I think Junkrat got banned. There we had another attempt at mind control, but nothing happening. Johnny B does unfortunately miss with the Entomb. This is a full party down here. Level 20s all. That does mean we can start seeing. I was going to say the mind controls every couple of seconds. Nice, nice, nice. Haymaker. Haymaker went ahead and just completely destroyed. Oh, that's going to be a problem for Chromie. Nope, it lasted longer than I thought it did. That's still a problem for Chromie. Red Root goes ahead and catches a lot of people. There's another mind control, but does not actually connect. Super, super, super low hit points. Both teams is playing at the edge of disaster. Shogun.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking.
Ooh, tingly in my ears. I feel like game sounds are a little bit louder than they usually are, but you know what? I'm not complaining. If you guys can still hear me okay, then that's also okay. I will turn it down just a bit, though.
Control both shrines, and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
I love how basically it's now turning into Chromie being like, hey yo, stand here, and Sylvanas being like, hey yo, walk towards me. Alright, lots of damage. That's a double kill on Hanzo. Hanzo going in and catching that. This does mean that they have a definite opportunity. And of course, with Sylvanas here, so Leoric going up top in order to get that one, and they're like, we're just going to kill you. And it looks like it's murder time. Stukov going in and heading down. Sylvanas, turn that off. Thank you. Now, there are still 20 seconds before everyone's back. Johnny came back in, but nothing doing. Nice and root coming through. There's an unstoppable, but nope. Johnny. Johnny. Oh, Johnny B. So that is, now we do have everyone coming back, but I think that may be the end of the game, because even when they come back, it's going to be hard for just 2 of them to push this off. Lots of damage coming through. We do go and have that. And it looks like game number 1 is going in favor of Psistorm probes. All right, looking at the stats at the end of the first game, in terms of damage, we do have Shogun Misa leading the way, 72,000 damage over the course of our game. We do go and have 58,000 coming out of the Hanzo and 52,000 coming out of Chromie. In terms of healing, we do have Anduin out healing Stukov by a little bit. But as I always like to point out, when the top damage is red, the top healing being blue isn't super surprising. There's more there to heal. And then for the in terms of the side soak, I'm going to call that a wash. That is only a difference of like 70 or something. Sorry about that. I could feel the sneeze happening. I think I muted in time, so I didn't sneeze into the microphone. I don't know what I'm allergic to. Apparently it's amazing games. Talents, we got some. Looking at our delicious offlaners, Leo goes for Ocean Renewal. Neopesant's interesting. I don't know that I saw Leo going to take enough camps for that to be really relevant. Willing Vessel was expecting to be... That's a really weird pick going into Dahaka, because you don't expect that to finish. Does go for Mace build and then Buried Alive, of course. Dahaka does go the Stay a While and Brawl build, it looks like. And I will see you all in game number 2. Don't go anywhere.
Shimmering, the blaze of a dying star,
rays glimmering, flares flashing glare from afar. The tiniest flicker on the edge of the sky, supernovas collapse in the blink of an eye. The man who will call on the deeds of the few, we will see this burden through. But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy. We've been breaking ground. We fought for the weak and the lost. They won't break us down. We hold the line, whatever the cost. The heart of the universe is blackened and cursed. Our history's a blister that's about to be burst. There's so little hope on this path we pursue, but we will see this burden through. But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy. 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 But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy.
Hello, everyone. This is such a good cat. He just puts up with whatever I do. He's like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Alright, so we're gonna have Junkrat being taken away from Trash Mouse, Tychus. Are we gonna have all the DPS taken out once again? Once again, DPS being removed. I am not good at singing, but I'm pretty okay at singing. Like, I've gotten a lot better. I used to be so bad at singing, and now I'm like mediocre. Listenably mediocre. Alright, so do go and have the exact same bands as the game number 1. It look from that, Sexy Mofos are like, we don't need to change our strategy, we need to change our execution. So continue taking away the same things from them. We do have, so for the exact same draft, okay, Dahaka? Dahaka is definitely different. Dahaka was taken by the side of Psistorm probes the first time. Ooh, and Mephisto? Both of them taking cool skins for the characters too. I like it. I was so ignorant about fashion. I did not know this was called a bucket hat until someone told me. Like, yeah, that's a bucket hat. I'm like,
Here we go again.
it's a cute hat. Oh, we did go and have the Thrall coming out from Storm Sword, and then Valera is picking up Chromie. That is also a scoop away, because pretty sure we had, yeah, because we had Sylvanas missing the mind control on Chromie last time. So Valera is, I do have to wonder if we'll have Sylvanas again, or will it be banned out? We do not have a healer on either side and a tank on the side of Sexy Mofos yet. I know they get rid of the false daddy. I mean, you don't like my hat. It's very festive and like non-goth. And this is, I mean, I guess I could switch. Being mean to my hat. We do go and have a new brand. So we do have a tank. That doesn't surprise me. We have the Johanna already picked up, so they don't have to worry about like narrowing their tank pool. No, I don't like this hat. I want my other beanie. It makes me sad.
My blades are yours.
Okay, so we do have the Wrath Sony coming out. Oh, and a Gul'dan. A lot of demons and demonologists. Like, Dahaka isn't a demon, but Dahaka kind of looks like a demon. Similar to when I was saying Stukov could get into Scourge-only parties, I feel like Dahaka could get into demon-only parties. I don't think people would stop and be like, wait, that's not a demon. I would give them the benefit of the doubt. Speak of the devil, here, Speak of the devil and Stukov shall appear. And we do have Hogger coming out from Conflicted. Hogger versus Dahaka. So Rogue, who are you gonna bring in?
Oh, this is my jam!
So we don't have a traditional tank on the side of Sexy Mofos. They're going to be very, very aggressive, very mobile. They're going to use the Lucio to get Dahaka into position to tongue and just really, really run it into their opponents. Their opponents, though, have a fairly decent defensive setup. They do have a double bruiser as well, but they have an actual tank. So here we go. Game number 2. Get ready for it. I will get predictions up one more time. All right, coming into game number 2, representing Psistorm probes, trying to win out game 2 and get us a domination victory. We do have Conflicted coming in on the Thrall. We do go and have Red Rook coming out on Johanna. Valera is going to be playing the Chromie. Storm Sword on that Hager. And then Ron going back and forth on Stukov.
5, 4.
On the side of Sexy Mofos, we do go ahead and have Rogue burrowing down on the Dahaka, coming up right in the middle real quick. We do go ahead and get Johnny B coming out here on Joe. Or not Joe, what the heck, Sonya? Different Diablo hero. We do go ahead and get Robin Hood onto the Lucio. Trash Mouse is going to be onto the Gul'dan. Then Shogun Misa is going to be playing Mephisto. Right, it does look like Trash Mouse is moving up top in order to try and lane against the Hogger. Now, this is actually not a terrible idea, because Hogger has to be in melee. Okay, maybe it's a worse idea than I thought. Alright, we do go and have the Dahaka and take out in the middle. It's interesting the Dahaka's in the middle. Now, they do go in and already have sent Storm Sword over here to actually take out their mercenary camp. Oh dear. This is a problem. Okay, we're back. Someone's got some lag and it might be me. Alright. Got this being taken care of. I like how Johnny and Red Rook are just kind of like nearby. Not really fighting, but like... Okay, now they're actually fighting. There comes the first seed. Now here's the thing. I've talked about this in other streams in the past. This map has the most powerful objective. They did some numbers crunching a little bit ago. Now granted, this was before the change, I believe. This was before the change that made it so that you don't get experience in big bursts whenever you take down towers. So that might change it somewhat. But they did find out that whichever team gets the first terror phase goes up to like a 70% chance of winning the overall match. We do go ahead and have Sexy Mofos do take that. Now granted, it was a difficult one to assess. And it does look like their opponents did decide just to take the soak. They did leave Hogger up top the whole time, didn't try and bring him back down. Nice job by Rogue. Rogue completely scouted that was about to happen. Sorry, not the... You get experience for taking these down. The Master Experience boost for taking down the keep. Fort, whatever that is.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes.
Alright, both teams level 7. A little bit of experience lead on the side of Psistorm probes. Likely because, again, they left Hogger in top lane the whole time. Speaking of Hogger. Nicely done by Rogue. Rogue completely scouted that out. And there is the first counter kill. First kill on the side of Sexy Mofos. That will mean that the second phase goes through. Now we do have Johanna trying to stop this. Rogue says, will you stop? That's rude. Unfortunately, they ended up actually pulling Johanna into range to interrupt one more time. But there's the second one going to the side of Sexy Mofos. They do unfortunately lose the Sonya. Taka goes down here to try and deal with that. They do lose front wall from it. Hogger did a really good job actually fighting both of them. I came back here, I was like, oh dear. That's always the problem. When I don't know what's about to happen, I don't commentate. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. I just stop and watch, which is not what you're supposed to do as a commentator. But here we have a little bit of an invasion happening. Rogue and Robin Hood going ahead and withdrawing real quick. Taka looking to see if they can get a tongue, but it does look like this camp is going the way of Psistorm probes, which are knocking on Heroic Talent Tier's doors.
I suggest you do it now.
So this will definitely be going in the favor of Psistorm. And level 10s are online. Let's see what they've picked up. We do have Temporal Loop on Cheaty Chromie. We do go ahead and have Blessed Shield, Shockwave, Flailing Swipes, and Thrall does not know. I'm not sure what the holdup on Thrall is. Okay, did eventually go for Earthquake. Let's see, Horrify, Adaption, High Five, Endurance of Hate, and Leap. Thrall was definitely counterpicking something, but I'm not sure what it was. And meanwhile, while I was sitting here trying to think about that, Psistorm Probe just goes ahead and like slaughter gasps their enemy team because it takes out so much. And what are they doing with their advantage? Trash Mouse does not have a whole lot. They're moving up in order to try and take this. They had 3 people down. They should have taken out something. I feel like they kind of squandered a little bit of their advantage right there.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Da 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 da.
I feel a seed. Are you ready for
Alright, we are moving in. There's the last seed. Someone is getting this seed and someone is getting a Plant Terror. Storm Sword is over here, trying to take this out real quick. Oh, Ron! Ron got horrified into danger. That may actually be terrible because without Ron, I don't know if they can effectively fight for the seed. It looks like they're not even trying to. Nice job on Trash Mouse, though. I mean, because that was not Ron misplaying. That was a Horrify pushing Ron in his direction Ron did not want to be. Alright, you know how I said they weren't going to fight for it? I mean, like, obviously they're fighting to delay, but that's the thing. As long as Johnny keeps trying to get this done, they're not. It's actually a 4v4 because Johnny's not participating. But you know what? With Thrall going down, that's going to suddenly change things. Ron is back in though. Oh, big suns, lots of damage coming through. Rogue going ahead and going down. There's sand falling from the rafters, but there goes Johanna. So much put into trying to like keep this from going the other way. But I don't know if this is going to be effective. So we have the Plant Terrors. Rogue went top real quick in order to be there in time to push this in. Da, 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 da. All lanes being pushed. We're almost everyone on the side of Psistorm Probes is back.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, bottom fort is down. Middle Plant Terror is dealt with, but they are up here trying to push into it while the lower one gets taken care of. Top one is down as well.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And they do get mid as well. little sleepy cloud. I hadn't noticed it until now, but it's great. We do go and have the hat trick, the last fort going down. They will get bottom as a counterbalance, which is good.
Gather it.
But they probably need to worry about this. Here's the thing, though. We do have another one coming up, and this can counter push a lot of the stuff, but they kind of want to get a big win before they go there and take care of it. You guys are hearthing, right? Yep. Okay, good. Alright, that is going to trigger a retreat coming through. They're... It's brilliantly scouted. Lots of damage. Red Rook is just going to get absolutely bleeded. But there's Rogue. Rogue goes ahead and burrows out of the time trap. But that is 1 for 1. There's so much damage coming from this Hogger. Hogger bouncing through the entire team multiple times. And there's Conflicted. Conflicted looking to go ahead and dive onto this. Trash Bounce takes so much damage. Goes right into the silence. And here comes another Unstoppable. Boom, boom, boom. That was very professional commentating. So that's exactly what they needed. A big win going into a terror phase. Yep. I was kind of wondered about that. I'd never actually followed the plant terrors before. And yeah, they do actually, they can't go through walls. They can go through like,
March forth, my terrors! Uproot your enemy's defenses!
we have this moving through. Lots of damage onto Johnny. Johnny is pulled in. Everyone is back up, but they've got terrors on terrors on terrors. They don't have the full hat trick yet, but they are getting pushed in all the lanes. Oh, Trash Bounce almost goes down, but Hogger actually does go down. Nice ult from Mephisto going ahead and getting everyone caught in the same place. And this is a full retreat coming through. Num 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 rogue. Num 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 rogue. I don't know what Cladex means. You're using weird terminology that I don't get. Alright, we do go down to Johanna. Rogue looking at this.
Sap the life from your enemies!
Okay, Queen Nightshade, your terrors are dead. I hate to be the one to tell you. I actually am not a big fan of barbecue. It's not actually barbecue sauce, I guess it kind of is. It's the fact that you can't eat barbecue without making a mess, and it drives me crazy. And I end up with just goopy stuff on my fingers, and it's a problem. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's the lead from Sonya going into, oh, very, very, very lucky on the Hogger. Hogger just took a step and did not get horrified in the wrong direction. That's actually like 2 ults being used for no value, which is a bit of a problem if you are sexy mofos. I cannot Vulgamer. I've tried. That's why I don't like it.
There's my precious seed.
Hi, Rogue.
Go and get it.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go for that. They obviously did not know this, but their opponents were on the other side of the map, so they could have easily, like, actually jumped on that. Jump on it. I do not blame them, though, for being a little bit more cautious, though. They are level 19 going into 20. Here goes Valera. And they're working their way up to 20. And the power spike that yields. Yeah, they're working their way up to 20.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Are you ready for it?
Alright, there's Hogger. Hogger goes ahead and hog wilds, going into the entire enemy team. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Does eventually get taken out there. Shogun Misa is in the middle. Big damage onto Rogue. Rogue is taken out, but so does Thrall. It is 2 for 1 in favor of Sexy Mofos. Chromie also goes down. That is now 3 for 1 in favor of Sexy Mofos. That might actually be the end of the game. I don't know if they can get through a keep and also the core in 40 seconds, but you know what? They have a pretty good chance, and Red Rook and Ron are not who you necessarily want trying to hold this back. Okay, they are actually pulling back after they're down to about 20 seconds. I guess that's probably a wise plan. I'm gonna come over here and take their opponent's camps and just keep their opponents locked down in the base. Right, Chromie is now back up. The full team is ready. But unfortunately, they're kind of, like I said, stuck in their base for a bit. They've got stuff coming into every lane. Hogger is not up here.
My. Yet another seed. I trust you know what to do, heroes.
Alright, now this is something that Psistorm Probes needs to fight for. They will have another Terror phase that I do not know that they will survive unless they move in and fight this. They are even talent here. Red Rook is going first. Scouted that out.
Gather the seed, heroes, quickly.
All right, both teams currently waiting, moving in. Missed the tongue. There is the move-in fear on the Johanna, but that may not be who you want. Lots of damage coming down. Unstoppable onto Jenny B. We do go and have the Johanna actually going down, but there is the, and this time Storm Sword is not nearly so low. There is a kill onto Lucio. No more healing on the side of Sexy Mofos. Shogun Misa cannot go anywhere. Chromie is just like, and you're here, and you're here, and you're here. So that is going to be a 2 for 1 in favor of Psistorm Probes. They'll go ahead and take this out, but they do not get Plant Terror off this. And immediately Dahaka is up here, doing a push onto top. Hawker going back to try and defend this. But I do not know that they can defend this. However, with Hogger up top, that means there's only 2 people defending this 3-person push. That looks like it might be enough, though.
Destroyed a fort. You would best be ready to gather another seed, heroes. Hero slain.
Never mind, definitely not enough. We do go and have the Chromie time trap is, or the Chromie recall is just yeah, stand here and die. We're coming up again, but this time Chromie is down for 40 seconds, and this is up now, so that's going to make it a little unlikely. I don't know if the sexy mofos won't try, but a little unlikely that they will succeed. Valeera is channeling this. Yeah, they're not going to try and push it back. And meanwhile, the Uno Reversi, where they're just like, and now we will push all of your lanes with your camps. However, he's a Dahaka and he's Dahaka. But Dahaka's being a pest, but the Psistorm Probes is being assassins. Man, that Horrify. Trash Mouse is doing such a good job with their Horrifies, let me just say. So, this is happening. Okay, Conflicted, trying to get this done. They did also end up losing. Dahaka, I don't think survives this. Oh my gosh, down to 9%? They're coming in, they're looking for it. Shogun Misa leading the way, and that is going to be the end of game number 2 with a victory for Sexy Mofos. Waiting for game results. If it's the last thing I ever do. All right, looking at stats, we do have 66,000 damage coming out of Shogun Misa. Trash Mouse with 63. 53,000 coming out of Valeera. In terms of the healing, we do have, now that's surprising. Top 2 damage was red. Top healing also red, with Robin Hood healing for 86,000 healing. Ron only getting 69,000. You're going to have Storm Sword leading the way in terms of soak, 21,000 compared to Sonya's 16,000. 5,000 soak higher, which is very impressive. Talents, we got those. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the Sonya, does go Slam build with Battle Rage, able to do a little bit more damage to Mercenaries. No Escape, and then the Giant Slammer. Again, Giant Slammer surprising me. Hogger, I guess, you know, it does okay into Hogger. Feels a little bit of an outdated build, but you know what? They're better players than me. So with that said, I will see you in game number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Stumble from the ashes, lost enigmas in the dust. I cannot remember, though they tell me that I must.
Sky is torn asunder, fear that breaks the brave will not drag me under, climb out of the grave.
Make a sign or stand side by side. We won't come undone, for the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate.
Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for. Get up and fight. Break. Through the fatal leafy shade of scorching desert sands, lift the people from their pain, unite and take a stand. Reach into the future, reach into the fade. Stop out the abuser, stop that bloody blade. Make us breath or wind of death, it matters not to me. Be it one or none or synergy. Stand side by side, carry all as one. We can bear this weight. Stand side by side, we won't come undone, for the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate. Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for.
That was weird. It like faded in and it faded out again. Regardless, here we are, second time of the night to a rubber match, to the final match in a 3-game series. I'm excited. Psistorm Probes is excited. Sexy Mofos is excited. My cat is indifferent. Hi. Hey, you don't know about Heroes of the Storm, do you? 'Cause you're a big dumb cat. Okay, you're not that big. You're not your brother. Moby, that's gross. You go and have... Let me guess. This is going to be another DPS? I forget who it always is, but it always is. Is it Hanzo? I know it's for DPS. This is Opera. Bug is sleeping down there. Down there.
The crusade calls.
So once again, we have the Red Rook. Now this is a little bit scary because, like, remember last time, Sexy Mofos were like, it's execution, we don't need to change anything. And they were right. Ooh, but this time they're bringing out Stukov. They're taking Stukov early, and they're coming out with Varian. All right. Once again, we got Blaze. Oh, but this time we have the Mingers. Oh, cat! Don't knock stuff over. See? This is why I have to wear the hat. Otherwise, the cat uses it for shenaniganry. So when you start out with Shanann, you're going to Shanann again. Valera on the Ming. We have oh. What? Tyrande? Tyrande. That's interesting. Not that Tyrande is bad, but definitely not one of the considered like you still got Brightwing and Anduin up, and you're worried about the Tyrande. That's surprising to me. This may mean this is probably the result of some sort of like specific scouting. They know that Tyrande goes in this comp. The Gold Daniel, I do not blame that at all. The Gold Daniel horrifies were terrifying. Trash Mouse, the Trash Mouse is taking the variant, but you know what? That doesn't mean much. I did put the cat on the hat, or the hat on the cat, and then the cat knocked it off and then knocked other things over as well. So it's not really the cat's fault, but I'm still going to blame the cat because I'm perfect. Well, you ban out the Elven Archer and then you take a different Elven Archer? Robin Hood, that's just mean. Must have Shogun Misa coming out on the Tassaface. Still no offlaner for Rogue? Rogue is always their last pick, I feel like. So there's the Greymane and the Lucio. So this time Lucio ending up on the other team. This almost feels like not really a run back, but a, okay, we can beat you with that. I guess that is a good point. Yeah, Tyrande does really help your race. Heck and Dahaka. So here we go, game number 3. Predictions are up. Someone bet on Psistorm probes. It's been 2 times now where no one actually had their back. It's depressing. But predictions are up. By all means, go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. I will see you in game number 3, the last game of the night, I promise. And coming into game number 3, representing winner of our first game, loser of the second, trying to go ahead and close this out, Psistorm Probes, the Principality of Pulverization. There we go. I was trying to think of a P word that would not get me in trouble. We do have Ron coming out and playing the Lucio, Storm Sword on the Blaze. We do have Valera coming out here on the Li Ming. We are going to see the Red Rook on Johanna and Conflicted on the Greymane, the Grey Daddy himself. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Rogue coming out on the Dehek Dahaka. We do go ahead and get Janny B coming out here on Stukov. Trash Mouse going to be playing the Valerian. Did not actually change. We do have Shogun Misa coming out on Tassaface. And then Throbbing Hood is playing the Sylvanas. Ten points is not enough. There is a standing rule in this map that if a team wins with less than 5% of the overall votes, the vote is canceled. Because you don't get to win if you're going to manipulate the system. Alright, there's Trash Mouse going in. It's interesting that we've kind of flipped this, although what is happening down here? We've got a 3-2 situation going on here with Rogue down here and Conflicted leading the way. Rogue trying to come in and be mean. Yeah, nope. Sexy Mofos still has 0% of the vote, which means the vote doesn't count. Boop. Dun 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 dun. So we do go and have the 4-man is pushing in. They do have Sylvanas with them, which is really helping them out. And we do go and have the Red Rook. Red Rook continues to just be like, I see you, Dahaka. I can see you. Now, this is definitely a much stronger push that's going on. I'm not sure I agree with this strategy, and they're doubling down on it as they... Okay, they're sending these two back up. So they're not doubling down on it. Rogue, where are you going? Where you going, Rogue? Yeah, Sexy Mofos is definitely having the advantage. Guys, help, I'm hungry. Alright, they do send Blaze down here to get this, while both teams are going to get their Shaman Camp. While both teams are going to get their okay.
I shall purge your evil from this land, demon.
Man, this Dahaka is so good, and that's the second time Lucio's gone down. Lucio, have you considered not being delicious? I definitely a burn advantage on the side of our red team. Oh, Red Rook. I don't know what's going on, but it feels to me like Sexy Mofos is mad about losing game 1 and almost losing game 2 because Magor. They are here to fight. I saw that. Poor Janny. Alright, they are going to go ahead, and this is a little bit weird because, I mean, the Immortal's going bottom lane, so you know that this is going to do absolutely nothing. I guess it takes it off the map, which is something. Yeah, it definitely does look it like the game did not start the way they thought it would be, and they're having a hard time like recentering. Moving in real rough. Trying to go ahead and take this out. The Immortal still has its shield, so it's still using range attacks for the time being. Shields are almost gone though. But you know what else is actually gone? And that is the wall.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, so this is, both of the forts are gone. They are moving up. It does look like Dahaka does not have a dig and is moving up slowly. Blaze is falling back, though. I do not blame them. I like that they took down this wall in order to make sure that if someone did get pulled in, they actually had an escape. Are they going for this? It is even talent here. Alright. I do not know they get there in time. They definitely don't. But Rogue runs right into the middle of a lot of pain. Tries to get out of there. Will go ahead and get taken out. That is the first kill inside of Psistorm probes. And now they have a 5v4 fight, although a lot of damage on a Conflicted. Conflicted goes ahead and rolls out of danger. That's called a dodge roll for you Dark Souls fans. Alright, now the bottom camp is being picked up, as well as level 10. So we do have level 10 now on the side of Sexy Mofos. Flailing Swipe coming through, as is Black Hole. We do have Shield Wall. Dahaka and Sylvanas are not sure. Dahaka does eventually take Adaptation. Trying to get level 10 is Psistorm probes as they go ahead and try and get this taken care of. Don't quite get it. They're inches away. Sylvanas, pick something. We do have high 5. Bunker drop. Blessed shield, go for throat and disintegrate. Okay, that's surprising. I figured the mind control, they were waiting on mind control to find out whether or not their opponents, that was such a good laser. Find out whether or not their opponents would go for high 5. And if they went for high 5, they wouldn't go for mind control, but then they went for high 5, they took mind control anyway. So I don't know what the heck they were waiting on. Trash mouse, trash mouse. Lots of damage coming through, and there goes a Johanna. So look me up before you Jojo.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Alright, we have a full shield Immortal going to top lane right now. The Immortal is going to just slowly flutter his way forward. This could very easily get keep. I don't know quite what Psistorm probes needs to do differently, but it's definitely something. Oh, okay, this is a good idea. They're coming in from behind in order to attack from the area they're not affected. Shogun Misa is getting a collapse upon. There's the black hole, but you know what? Nothing. Oh, nice swipe, nice swipe. But there's a laser beam going through. Mind control onto the Greymane. Greymane is going to be attacked right now. Robin Hood trying to go and get that taken care of, and will do so. But Johnny B taking so much damage to the back. Stukov goes down. Did silence, but it didn't end up not mattering. Here comes Ron running in. Nice job from Robin Hood. Ended up teleporting out of danger. He's going to be taken out though. Goodbye. A little sound cannon away. But you know what they didn't actually do? They didn't take care of this guy. That was really weird. In my ears, I heard a, and it almost sounded like there's a ghost. Is there a ghost kitty? What are you looking for? Is it floating behind me? Because I swear it sounded exactly like a thing from Phasmophobia. Alright, they are moving into the bottom lane. Lots of damage coming through. We do have Rogue leading the way. Almost a massive stun coming from Blaze, but here is the slow and unacceptable push coming from Sexy Mofos as they try and push their opponents out of this game. Now keep in mind they have a camp and continual catapult pressure coming to the top lane, so they can't wait around here. Like delay is in the advantage of Sexy Mofos.
I will reach your position shortly.
They're going over here to put more pressure onto that top lane before the Immortal gets here. Here's the bell. A very, very early bunker. Bunker used before anyone was really in danger, and then kind of abandoned. It gave a little bit of help, but I didn't see people dive into it that much, so I don't know that it really helped them. Oh, nice stun. Double stun coming from the Blaze. Janny going ahead and getting taken out real quick. Protected, by the way, on Trash Bounce, but it does not end up mattering. Here's the big turnaround that we might have needed this whole time. Robin Hood is being pushed back. However, top lane is in danger. They've only taken 2 people down so far, so they're not really comfortable to... They can't, like, defend and attack and also clear top lane. There's still 3 opponents, and 2 of them are DPS characters.
I must find another way. Blue team's core is under attack.
Are you being a little sneak again, Rogue? Are you being a little sneak? I need to learn from this Dahaka. Like, he is so good at, like, figuring out exactly, where, like, how much time he can go in and what damage he can get done. I do not play Dahaka that well. However, here comes the big, scary immortal. What is it? Anarian? Anarius? I know it's Belial and then Inar something, but I've forgotten the name. Alright, no purchase on the tongue. We do get through the shields, we're back into melee mode, but I do think at least this fort is going down, which is going to ease some of the pressure onto top lane. It won't completely take care of it, because obviously you've got continual catapults and instead of occasional catapults. And there goes Blaze. Oh, this is a problem. Conflicted. Trying to get out of there, but nothing doing. And there's 2 kills. That might actually be the end of the game if they go ahead and push in. Alright, there is a Valera orb. Does not take the orb talent though, so it doesn't get to just like crank those out. Decent damage coming through. Trying to go ahead and push them back off. They are only 2 seconds away from having more help, and their shields are just now down. Okay, I was going to say this may not actually be the end of the game. I don't know if they can do this. And they are retreating. Look at this camp, that is dangerous. It is immediately scouted. It's not Zerial, not at all. I think it's a Lorian. Oh yeah, Belial is one of the lesser evils, but definitely bigger than this guy. Belial and Belith are too close in my head. I get well confused. They are coming down now. Once again, if they can come in and hit hard. Oh, this is interesting and dangerous. They take halftime, but now they have to hearth back because they have lost bottom keep. And sure enough, they go ahead. They just knew their opponents would be coming back. Yeah, it's interesting because it's early in the game that it usually is when it gets to this point. There's Rogue. We did have a mind control going down. There goes the bunker. Bunker going massive stun, so much damage, and we do go and have a double kill going through. This is again. It feels like every time we get to a mortal phase, we actually have a really good fight coming out of the side of Psistorm probes. They're going back in order to get a nearly 100% mortal going to bottom lane. But of course, what is Rogue going to do? Rogue is going to start pushing lanes.
Our glory radiates through this land.
Oh, they are coming down, but they still do not have the rest of their team with them, so they need to be careful. Here comes everyone else.
The heavens shall triumph this day.
Trash Mouse actually got hit by that.
Bring down the gates of hell.
And here comes the collapse. Looking at this, and boop, boop, boop. We do go and have Tassiface going down. Rogue and Trash Mouse. There's a big stun into Rogue. We do have the other two coming back, but they're doing a good job staggering deaths. And you know what? We do have a miss on the mind control. That is going to be a longer cooldown because we're not yet level 20. Blaze is back, so this is 4v4 here. Keep in mind. So I do not expect to see the keep go down here. Blaze is having to defend, but you know what? Inches by inches, they're pulling this back. You know what? I may have lied to you, and the keep may go down from this.
Thus ends my assault on hell. I must rest for a time.
Barely misses with that. Oh, and Dahaka catches the tongue. That's a problem, and Silence comes down. Man, they managed to make the Stukov move, which did end up allowing Storm Sword to get out of there. That is a kill onto Stukov. This is really bad if you are a Sexy Mofo fan. Super close game. As we're moving in here, there's a lot of damage on Tassiface. The catapults are starting to show up, but the other side of the thing is really hurt. This is very dangerous. Storms were taking a bunch of damage, but there goes the oh, that is two down, that is two down, that is two down. This is a problem, and they're starting to eat through shields, but so is the other side. However, right now we actually have an advantage for the side of Psistorm probes as they're going in, but there's a kill onto Lucio, there's Blaze going down. They do lose Greymane. And that is, I was going to say, this is very dangerous, this is very dangerous. Yeah, turn around.
Shall return before long, heroes.
Oh my goodness.
There is no escaping my justice.
They are pushing through this. We're about 15 seconds away from everyone else. It looks like Valeria is going to move in here and do what they can, but obviously you cannot hope to keep up with the entire enemy team. There's Rogue coming up. Lucio is coming out to play, as is Blaze. And here comes Greymane. I understand, but you should wait for everyone else to get there. There's a stun coming in, lots of damage coming through. Blaze is in the area. Blaze looks massive 4-person stun from Blaze. Blaze comes in, and we're at half health. There's the big spin coming through. Greymane going for the throat. And there goes Dahaka going extinct. Trash Mouse has to protect, trying to go ahead, but there's another stun onto Shogun Misa in the back, and we do have Varian going down. Ron chasing this in. We do go and have Shogun Misa going down. That is 3 down. Robin Hood. They do get it. They do get the immortal, but I'm not sure that matters. As Janny going to be the last one down, and it's the immortal versus the entire enemy team. Valeria, wrong way. So this should be, I think this is it. I think that we actually have Psistorm probes managing to pull this out. I did not think it, the way this game started, I thought 1000% this was going to be a Sexy Mofo victory, but you know what? This is what I get for thinking. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get an interview set up. 1 second, you guys. All right. Looking at the stats at the end of the game, again, as always, I do not know if I will be joined for an interview. It is not required, but it's always an option. We do go ahead and have in terms of damage, Li Ming leads the way with 76,000 damage, 65 coming from Shogun Misa. We do go ahead in terms of healing, Ron out healing the Stukov, 86,000 to 76,000. And here comes Valera. Hello, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Oh my god. So, I'm supposed to start with game number 1, but I don't even care. Tell me how you're feeling right now.
My hands are still shaking. That was crazy. That was crazy.
So game number 3 started, and you guys seemed to, I mean, no offense, but dead to rights. Like, they just walked up top, took the keep. You guys got through the wall, maybe, and they're just like, it almost felt like bullying you guys. I felt bad. What did you guys do in game 3 to turn that around?
So the early game, I didn't know how to react to what they were doing. I don't know why, but as soon as we switched it back to the 4-1, which was way after they took our fort at like 2.5 minutes into the game, they had the early game because of that, and that's why I think they were winning in Mortals too. As soon as we hit our 13s and 16s, our comp spiked, and I don't think theirs did as hard as ours. And the call was to kill them, go kill them all. And then that last fight specifically, it was all in or die, and we all in, and we pulled it off. And yes, that's what we needed. That's what we needed the whole game, and we didn't do it until after we lost our top keep. That's when we started changing that around. That's where that came from. That's.
So I've got to tell you, from having been in games like that, just how maddening was it that Dahaka is always just showing up at your keeps? Because I swear, I mean, he'd go in and he'd get like 3 hits in, but he always knew exactly when it was safe to go in and get that done. And it was so hard to actually punish him. I would have been losing my mind.
Dahaka, bro, was popping off in game 3 too. He was hitting everything, every tongue, every way, everywhere. We were getting licked, and it was so punishing. Especially with the MC follow-up, which I love. I love that combo. It's so fantastic. So it was really well played. Maddening is definitely a word for it. It was hard to swallow. It really was. It was hard to swallow and look past. It keep happening again and again. Which that was why are we backing out? Let's go fight. Let's go into that and do something about it. So yeah, hard to swallow, hard to look past, but glad we adapted to it.
So then, going back to Dragonshire, because we should probably talk about the other games, even though I don't want to. Dragonshire was very much you guys were kind of everywhere on that map, and you guys did well. You had control of it, but it definitely felt like it could slip away at any point. I've cast 2 different games of Dragonshire this match. I think the biggest takeaway I had from it is that it definitely felt like you guys were building comps off of comfort picks from the other team, because I noticed in game number 2 a bunch of stuff reversed.
So a lot of it is, we have the picks to pick out from underneath their comforts, which we know they have. So a couple of them have some really high win rate heroes, and they play a lot in NGS, and they play a lot outside of NGS as well. So we did a lot of scouting for that, and it just happens like a lot of the teams that we play against here in Division B West actually have hero pools that coincide with a lot of our main picks, and we really only have a certain hero pool that we practice as a team. So it's a little bit higher, or I guess a little bit lower odds than you might think, saying something like that for our team specifically, I suppose. But it just kind of worked out that way and allowed us to, you can't ban them all, but you can sure pick some of them too. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. The last question I had, because on game number 2, just how frustrating were the Horrifies? Because I swear it seemed like every 3 minutes, God Horrify was landing.
Well, I mean, Gul'dan wasn't banned in game 3 because he didn't show up in game 2, Respect. That was that Gul'dan play from Trash Mouse. I think it was Trash Mouse playing that on that one, right?
It was.
Yeah, just totally wrecked us. It caught Hogger out a few times with a couple bad bounces, and that long fear at 20 really did us in the last parts of those fights. And we were really eager, I think, in that game, and especially towards the end, because I think we were falling behind at first in that game too, and we were just trying to come back from that. We were being eager about it, and I think that kind of punished us quite a bit, being a little aggressive.
Yeah, I definitely noticed in Game 3 that Trash Mouse took the variant before the second ban phase, and you were still concerned enough about a swap that you were like, I'm still getting rid of the cooldown, I don't care.
Yeah, definitely an oversight. Their team definitely has a lot of role swaps that happen, so expecting something like that should be on my notes, and definitely wasn't. So caught us a little off guard. Variant into Johanna is very, very good. That's why we banned a Game 1. So yeah, it was well picked, well played, well drafted. Variant Stukov combo is always deadly, so you pulled that off with the Tassadar too. It was really, really good. Sylvanas on the back, and they had a really strong comp. It just wasn't strong at the end, I suppose, as it needed to be.
And then last question, I always like to ask a variance of this. Why is your team called Psistorm Probes?
Well, so we obviously play under Psistorm Gaming for the organization, and so the probes. Psistorm has this thing where it's kind of tradition, trying to kind of culture, I suppose, to have your teams named after StarCraft stuff, because Psistorm's known for StarCraft mostly, and they have a pro team rolling right now and everything like that. So we kind of cater to that in the community Discord too. So in past seasons, you see like the Psistorm Zerglings or Zerglings or Prize. You've seen iterations of the probes. We had the Dragoons in some fashion. We had the Immortals at some point too. So all StarCraft theme. That's where it came from. The probes, childishly enough, I like to type PPR in chat when we're ready to go. It makes me giggle.
And actually, I lied. There is one more question I have. So I noticed your status on Discord is Psistorm Gaming Tournament Operations. Do you want to tell us what that is?
So when Psistorm has tournaments that we sponsor and fund and have certain things, I help set that up and run those things with a team across Psistorm, and so it's really, really fun. It gives me a lot of opportunity to work with a lot of people who are in the industry of e-gaming and esports and all that fun stuff. So that's mainly what it's about for me, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So,
well, fantastic. I'll go ahead and that's all the questions I have. Let me turn it over to you for any shout outs you might want to give.
Oh yeah, thanks. Hey, shout out for casting Rocco. We really appreciate that. I know you went 2-3 game series, so shout out to you for hanging in there. Shout out to Psistorm. Appreciate you guys. My team definitely rocking it this season. We're new and we're pulling it together, and we're gonna try and win. So thanks for everybody coming out to Rocco's stream. Everybody to my stream, say hi and bye. I think shout out MVP. I don't have one for tonight. The team played well, and the other team played really well. So shout out to those guys too. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. And I'll go let you enjoy the after party now.
Thank you. GG's. We'll see you next time. Good luck.
GG's. And now I'm going to abuse my privileges, and we're actually going to go raid a friend of mine named Todd EVF specifically. This is a very, very different type of thing, but I do like wrestling roleplay on the side because I'm crazy, even though I don't like wrestling. So we're going to go and say hi to him. Gosh dang it. What is it? I always forget how to say his name. Is it just one word? Aha, it is.